Welcome to Steve's Kitchen. Today we're doing something fun. I'm going to try it. Today we're going to make some bacon wrapped venison, straight venison, 100% venison. Going to add a couple eggs to make it hold together. A roll up with Italian seasoning in the venison, in the ground venison, and some mozzarella made into a roll up, a la, sushi style, I guess. No. Well, whatever. Okay, first I take the about 3 pounds. This is going to be a big loaf. So 3 pounds of venison, no fat added. Going to use Italian sausage seasoning, 1 tablespoon per pound, so about 3 tablespoons. I'm going to add a couple of eggs and mix that in a bowl. And then we'll move on to the next step. Alright, there are the ingredients added, and we're going to mix them up by hand. I know it's gross, but sometimes you got to be gross. Plus, I wash my hands after every step. And I probably should have taken my ring off. So basically, I laid the bacon out in strips prior to this. Then I put the venison, spread it out evenly. Obviously, I have way too much venison. I've got enough for 2 batches, so I'm going to only use about 1.5 pounds of the venison. I'm only going to go up to about 3/4 of the bacon line here. And next I'll put the cheese on, sprinkle the cheese on this layer here, and I'll attempt to start rolling it up, and we'll see how it works. Hindsight's 20/20, but who the hell wants to look backwards all the time? So we're going to give it a shot and see how this works out. Okay, I'm stopping mid-roll here. I was using parchment paper because I believe this will work best. Trying to lift up the edges is almost impossible as you're doing this, but I found that parchment paper might work out okay. So far, so good. Midway through the roll, I thought I'd stop and show you how it's coming along. Cheese is in there, and we're rolling it up. Everything's looking okay so far. Well, that turned out marvelous. Look at that. Oh, that's a low-carb dream there. And a lot of flavor packed inside. So, the only thing left to do is get it on a pan. I'm going to put it in at about 300. I'm going to put one of my handy-dandy in the oven thermometers in there, which actually tells you, the temperatures. For venison, I usually go around, I believe it's 135, 140, and then let it rest. So that's what we're going to do. Put that right in there, lay it on the stove on some tin foil. I'm going to transfer it onto some tin foil, but everything turned out pretty good. We will see. Wow, if this works out, this recipe, I'm going to repeat this over and over again because it really was super simple. I thought it would be a little bit more difficult, but actually it's actually easier than making a meatloaf, and I don't have to add any of the other ingredients. I could have added some onion, I guess some dried onion I like to add, maybe to thicken up a little bit, but now the eggs, it turned out 2 eggs. I thought it would be too much, but 2 eggs was just about perfect for what I needed. So I can't wait to see how this turns out. We shall see. And there's the final product. Looks good. I probably should have, I had it at 300 until we got up to close to 150. Thought I would crisp up the bacon a little bit by turning up to 400, but bacon's not that crisp. Probably should have had it higher to begin with. But it looks and it smells really good. We shall see.